People in poverty love to spend money on genuinely the stupidest fucking shit imaginable. This is just one example.
So, racism and bullying labeled as giving advice. I think the worst thing about bullies in general is that they assume people are looking for their validation, that people are looking to be understood by them. So this creator goes to say that hood rich is a disease because why do you have luxury items when you still live in the hood? It's very debatable and understandable for you to say, oh my God, why does this person have a $6,000 dog or $7,000 dog when they're in these, this nasty looking apartments by your standards, right? However, the real topic is that you're bothered by the 7,000. You're bothered by the money they spent. So your fictional standards are almost jealousy. They are jealousy hidden. Do you understand? You are a jealous person, but you cannot say it, so you have some fictional standards. This is very common with how people view gold as tacky when Indians and gypsies wear it, but when it's in the White House, it is normal. Hello. Anyway, let's continue. You don't get to tell people what they spend their money on. I think a lot of people, especially bullies, they assume that, we're part of a community, so I have the right to have an opinion. And technically, you don't get to tell people what they spend their money on. Whether they got it legally, illegally, government funded, or whatever, you do not get to tell people what they spend their money on because nobody is telling you what to spend your money on. And that's why you are the bully. If we all understand that life is difficult, then why is it hard to accept that some people need things to feel good about themselves, or not just feel good about themselves, to survive? The will to survive in a lot of these places that you consider ghetto, hood, or not worthy of respect are very hard to survive. It's very stressful, and a little comfort goes a long way in lifting somebody's spirits. That's why you see people with chains, gold necklaces, chains, or whatever you see. It's because it pushes their spirits and it keeps them alive. There is nothing special about that because everybody knows some people use food for comfort. So why is it only acceptable to you to have certain comforts but other people are not? That is disgusting. Furthermore, racism is the biggest form of bullying, and I think you can see that with people in Milan. If you look for people in Milan right now, just look for a video where people are in Milan fashion. People are dressed very lovely but also very flashily, very specially, very loud, very grand, right? But when it's done by other people, they do not think, oh, this is these people's culture. So when Indians, they dress well, nobody says this is their culture. The same way that this is the Milanese people's culture, it is also those people who you do not consider worthy's culture. It is their culture. So yes, certain people's cultures are splashy, fashion, food, family. That is their culture, and there is nothing wrong with that. You do not tell people how they spend their money or how they live their lives. You are just another bully. You are just another bully, and the assumption that you think that people live to be understood by you is literally mind-boggling. It's almost as if you intentionally misunderstand people. You know people are splashy and people have characters and people have personalities. So why is it so shocking when somebody has a splashy personality? You have known some people have grandiose personalities for so long. You intentionally live your life looking to misunderstand people who are not even looking to be understood by you. And for you to say hood rich, there is so many forms of hood rich. We could talk about Italian rich. We could talk, what is so special about that? That is very racist. Hood rich is very racist and very derogatory, disgusting. Go fuck off.